How you doing, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, my name is Mo, and today we're going to be wrapping the interior trim in forged carbon. Let's get started. All right, so first thing we need is, of course, the vinyl. This is the Vivid's forged carbon. I will leave a link in the description for this stuff. And we need our trim removal tools to remove all of our trim. And you need a Phillips head, flathead, and it's always good to have pliers, and then a heat gun or a hair dryer. That will work. All right, let's go into the interior and remove the trim. All right, so if you've been watching my channel, you should know how to remove this, but if you don't, you just push these two right here, and then you unscrew the two Phillips head screwdrivers, and then this should pop right out, and then you just unplug everything. All right, so we popped it out, and we're just gonna have to unclip these clips, and then this one should be done. All right, now that we removed the radio bezel, then we're gonna have to remove this. First thing we need to do is pop this one out. Pop this out just like that. All right, then once this is out, all you have to do is come right here and you lift up, or you can grab it from here and you pull it out like that. Now there's a couple wires for the side mirrors, and then the heated seats, you just remove those and this one should come out. All right, we removed this, simple clips, 3 of them, and that one pops out. Now let's move to the door handles. For the door handle, it's simple. All you have to do is get under there, pop it out, and then of course you do this for all 4 doors, and there's one clip right here and that removes it. All right, so for anyone that has captain seats like me, of course we need to remove this one, and this is the last one that is in wood grain, or if you have the black ones and you want to change out the color or theme of it, you can do it. But to remove the captain seat ones is simple. You just grab it and you pull up, and there you go, and this one's out. All right, let's go inside and disassemble them completely and go ahead and wrap them. All right, so this is everything. Of course, you got your 2 front window switches, 2 rear window switches, and their ashtrays, and then the captain seat cup holders, the front cup holders, and the the radio bezel. All right, so we're gonna disassemble these just a little bit more so we can wrap them with ease without having to work around like the foams on the cup holders and all that stuff, and the switches themselves. So I'm gonna go ahead and disassemble these. I'll show you how to do it, and then we'll go ahead and start wrapping them. All right, so now we are gonna disassemble this just a little bit more. And this is the where the front cup holders are, and as you can tell, it's really dirty. I have a dog, so everything gets like dirty times 10. But anyways, to disassemble this, of course you got your window heater switches, and all you have to do is just push those out just like that, and remember which one's which. So the right one goes at the bottom. Then of course these, a little tight on there, so you're gonna have to push them. And of course your mirrors. All right, now this is disassembled, so as you can see, we'll make it so much easier to wrap around here, around the edges and all that stuff. We got one more thing to do with these, is back here, and all these are Phillips heads. We're gonna go ahead and remove those. If you need to change the foam, you can go ahead and change the foam. This is how you do it, is you just pop it out and you take out this cup holders. And this will make it easier to wrap, just because we're not gonna have this foam blocking us, and we can clean it better. All right, as you can see, it's completely disassembled, so we are able to wrap it and get in there so we can tuck the wrap. So this piece is done. Let's go ahead and move to the rear captain seat cup holders and remove those. All right, here's the captain seats rear cup holders, and you do the same thing with those. Is you got 6 screws in the back, and you unscrew them and it should pop out. All right, So the rear only has 4 screws, 4 Phillips head screws, and they should pop out like this. As you can see, mine is pretty dirty, and this is how it looks. So it just makes it a lot easier to wrap, a lot smaller instead of dealing with these cup holders. So, all right, let's move on to the window switches. So this is the rear window switch, the right one. So these ashtrays, they do come out pretty easily. I mean, and it's also pretty easy to wrap. So we just pop those out. All right, for these window switches, we want to remove them. The reason is so we can get in under there and wrap it, so we can tuck the wrap in there so it looks seamless. All right, to do this, you're gonna have 2 tabs here at the bottom. You push one in, and then you have a second tab right here on the other side. You push that one in. All right, now they're out. And it gives you a chance to clean them, because if you can see, mine are pretty dirty. So all that, you know, lint and all that stuff. So it's a great time to clean them. All right, so as you can see, it's pretty simple to wrap now. We don't have to do much other than just tuck it in. And also we can wrap this even though it's a pretty deep indentation. All right, so this is the driver's side window switch. All right, we're gonna turn it over. You have 3 Phillips head screws, and what you do is you unscrew these. Once you remove the 3 screws from the driver window switch, there's gonna be 1, 2, and 3, 4 tabs. All you have to do is push them in, and everything should pop out. You can pop them out. Just be careful, because this is, you know, plastic, so don't be rough on them. All right, once you pop out all 4 tabs, then everything should come right out like this. And see, and now it makes it so much easier to wrap. Now this one's gonna be a little bit difficult just because it has all this stuff in between, but I'll show you how to wrap this. And you do the same thing with the passenger side. You just unscrew these 3 screws, and then you take out the tabs, and it should come right out. All right, this is the passenger side window switch. It's fairly simple. It's gonna be a lot easier to wrap now that the window switches are not there, and we could tuck everything back in here. All right, so this is the Vivid black forged carbon, and let's see how it looks. I got 2 rolls just in case. This design is subtle. I don't think it'll stand out too much in the interior with everything being gray and all. So let's go ahead and open it up and check it out. And this is their newest forged carbon too, so this is absolutely amazing. Doesn't look like the traditional forged carbon, like the regular chips, but it got some, like, I guess it looks like a camouflaged forged carbon. But yeah, it's definitely nice. I highly recommend it. It's a little bit thicker than the regular vinyl that I used to wrap with, but it's expected with the carbon fiber ones. They normally are a little bit thicker. But let's go ahead and measure it out and go ahead and start wrapping the radial bezel. So I finally got this wrapped. To be honest with you, it is a big pain in my butt. It's just better to hydro dip this as I realized. But I'm gonna go ahead and wrap everything and finish it up. But yeah, I went and wrapped it. It's not perfect, as you can see. Like, there's a bunch of imperfections, as you can see here. I couldn't get it to tuck in and all that. It's just, this material is just too thick to be able to tuck. It's not like regular colored vinyl where it's easy to form. This one's a little bit thicker, but yeah, I got it done. It looks good. You know, you can't really tell unless you're looking for it, but you know, as far as just for now, it'll do until I figure out a better solution, or if I can find a place that will dip it here. But all in all, it actually looks good. you know, I can't wait to finish up the whole interior. One other thing is I did one of the door or window switches, and this one looks pretty good, so don't worry about seeing brown anywhere because all that is going to be covered up. You're not going to see any of that. So yeah, let me go ahead and finish up some of the other window switches and then move to the bigger pieces. As you can see, it turns out pretty decent. This is the passenger front. Really, there's not much to the window switches. They're pretty easy to do. All we gotta do now is the ashtrays for the rear. And then I can move on to the big stuff as far as the where the cup holders is. I'm just worried about those because they have so many curves, but you know, we'll get them done. I'm sorry there's not much footage of me wrapping just because this was really just pretty tough to wrap. I'm not gonna lie. This is pretty big pain in the butt. But anyways, this one's done. This one, if you're gonna wrap this piece, I would start from the front and just move to the back because that's the easiest way. If you try to wrap it from this side, it's gonna bunch up. And a lot of this stuff, like right here, those imperfections, this all is gonna get covered up. Nobody will ever see it. Same with here. So yeah, overall it's done. We got one more big piece for the rear captain seats, and then the ashtrays. So yeah, let's get to it. All right, everyone, as you can see, everything's wrapped, even the ashtrays right here. I finished those, and also we got the front cup holder, the rear captain seat cup holders. The front cup holders are done, and all the window switches. This is done too. It looks pretty good. I'll show y'all everything in the car. Alright, so everything's done. It looks pretty good. I'll show y'all how everything looks once I get it in the car. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with it for now. Might change it to something else in the future, but as of right now, I do like this forged carbon look. So let's go ahead and put it in the car and see how it looks. All right, so everything's done. This is how it looks inside the car. It looks pretty decent. Not the best wrapping job, but I'll eventually get it either carbon skinned or hydro dipped. And as you can see, this thing right here, we gotta fix that. That's coming up in the next video on how to fix those. But yeah, if you like this video, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, and I'll have more videos coming up. See y'all next video.